Jimenez now back, and I think he boosts the team. But I think once they got beaten in the Nations League, I think it really took a punch to their confidence, and they really haven't been the same team, in my opinion.
Total, it's 5 changes from the February win over Honduras. Meanwhile, here's the Tata Martino 11. 4 changes from the 1-0 win over Panama back in February.
The same back four that we saw get the win against Mexico and the United States. Big Kellen Acosta coming in for no Weston McKennie in midfield. What kind of presence can he bring in there?
And the ball rolls at the Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. And both Americans and Mexicans looking to make a big step here. There's Jedi Robinson. Robinson flighted into the edge of the box. Edge of the 6, and it's Memo Ochoa manning his airspace. Here's Achiachi, Hector Herrera. Jimenez trying to make his way through, and Miles Robinson will pick up an early yellow card for obstruction. Still Mexico continue to apply the pressure. It's Tecatito Corona. Low driven cross! And Zach Steffen was up to the challenge. Montes' header was high. Played into space for Jedi Robinson, near side. Robinson forcing his way past Sanchez. And he's got targets to aim for. It's Timothy Weah! Fingertipped wide by Memo Ochoa.
Moment there, it's in transition. It's on this left-hand side. Anthony Robinson gets up high on the pitch, and the late run there, Yunus Musa just can't get the right contact on it. He's trying to pick up that near post. Slight deflection. Memo Ochoa does well to get down low to his left-hand side, but you see the threat that the U.S. can provide.
Inviting Hector Herrera to dance. Still Pulisic. He's pulled back by Alvarez right in front of the referee, and surely that's a yellow card for Edson Alvarez. It will mean an automatic suspension for accumulation. Acosta goes for goal. It's central in the end. Comfortable for Ochoa. Here's Zimmerman. Yedlin's pass left a little short. It's a bad place to turn it over. And Yedlin is not only whistled for the foul, but picks up a costly yellow. This game is easy on the eyes as well. There's a fluidity about
just smooth.
Yunus Musa in possession. Meanwhile, here's Timothy Weah, dragged across! Ochoa from point blank denies Christian Pulisic. Ochoa shaken up.
And it's good combination play. Just a little blind flick in there by Ricardo Pepi to find Timothy Weah, and I thought we were going to have a moment of deja vu. Timothy Weah to Christian Pulisic, and from this distance, you think he's going to put his foot through and just pick out a corner. Doesn't make the contact, doesn't pick out a corner. It's a comfortable save in the end for Memo Ochoa.
And this time, Tim Weah, the guilty party. General thoughts, Mo?
I think the U.S. has been good. I think they've weathered the storm in a couple situations. Can they be better in terms of being alert in transition moments and not causing their own problems?
And the best is yet to come in these next 45 minutes. Mexico 0, United States 0 to start the second half. Just to touch on something Ginelli mentioned in the course of that first. Mark Anthony Kane was sent off in that one. Cesar Borges with the goal. Acosta, he's played Pulisic in. It's Pulisic! Memo Ochoa responds at the near post. So the genesis of this for the Americans.
And he has a big task here, being patient there, and then playing that just little slick ball in there. Pulisic just trying to create a little bit of danger. You see he picks his head up, he's trying to maybe play that as a cross, doesn't make the contact he wants. But in the end, he forces a save out of Memo Ochoa. They enter another corner kick.
This is opening up nicely for Mexico. Lozano working here against Yedlin. Chucky Lozano tried to go for goal himself. Just could not get it to bend. Picks up the initial play intended for Chucky Lozano, and the U.S. are stretched out here. 4v3. It's Jimenez. Pulled back Lozano. Well, it's a weak effort, easily dealt with by Zach Steffen. Pifak, who leads the Swiss Super League. And, excuse me, there's Gio Reyna, who's going to be checking in, not De La Torre. Welcome back, Giovanni Reyna.
How long we've been waiting to see this man, and you can imagine how hungry he is. He's talked about having a chance and talking to his dad. Claudio Reyna, obviously a U.S. men's national team legend.
Here's Corona. It's a clever overlap, delivered back post. Yedlin there to break it up, and it's sent away by Zimmerman. Did well to find Acosta here. It's Kellen Acosta. Flooded in for Gio Reyna, knocked down at Pifo! Well, it was a gorgeous combination. Maybe the best football we've seen from the United States in this second half.
And you're right, it's really well worked. The way they get out in transition, first of all, Pulisic does a good job of picking out Kellen Acosta, and he plays a perfect ball into Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna, cushion pass into this.
Pokes it loose. Skipping past the challenge of Herrera's Gio Reyna. This is slaloming stuff from young Giovanni Reyna.
This is what I missed. This is what I missed.
Reyna putting on a show is Reyna. And finally, on the 7th or 8th try, they managed to stop it.
So free-flowing. Look at him. Such confidence. He's been out for such a long stretch, but you would never guess it. Just so comfortable on the ball.
Did get the ball to Alvarez. Corona. Jimenez. Lozano looking for the angle. Lozano! Was that as good a look as Mexico have had? Well, Charlie Rodriguez exits the match. Steps in to replace him. That was the one question mark in Tata Martino's 11. If you looked at the probable lineups, would it be Eric Gutierrez or Charlie Rodriguez in the starting lineup?
Recognition that he's on a yellow card. They want him to be able to play the next game against Panama at home, which is such an important game for this U.S. side.
What a moment for Eric Palmer Brown. His first competitive cap for the United States comes at the Azteca in a World Cup qualifier with 10 minutes to go. That right wing back role in relief of Yedlin, but he tested positive for COVID. And Sanchez getting away on the far side. It's loose! Well, Long's first touch is to clear it out of the 6. And here come Mexico with Lozano!
Has had a good start to his MLS campaign so far. We talked about him coming back from 2 ACL surgeries and what that process has been like. He's had a good start in Seattle thus far this season. He's played in Mexico already so far.
Quickly restarted. And he turned around and contact in the box again. And again, it's waved off by Mario Escobar. And more than waved off, this time a yellow card for simulation. The next match through suspension.
And Vega does well to initially get Jordan Morris' turn. But you'll take a look here. He's looking for this challenge. He goes down very, very easily.
Well, there is the final whistle. A point apiece, goalless, but far from fruitless.